Have you ever wondered how far someone would go to protect the truth even if it puts their life at risk? So good day everyone. Today I will be presenting my book review entitled Till Death Do Us Part by Ana Chavez. So Ana Chavez was likely a romance pocketbook author or a pen name used in the Philippines. So the book appeared to have been published around late 20s to early 20s as suggested by reference such as the Nokia 3210 Raffle promotion. So this is a purely fictional story that belongs to the contemporary literary period, reflecting social issues and modern life during its time. So its cultural background highlights the world of media broadcasting, political criticism, and freedom of expression in Philippine society. So the books falls under the romance and suspense genre, combining a love story with danger, mystery, and conflict. Now, let's move on to the brief summary of this story. So, the story is about Kristen Figueroa who traveled to Manila to stop her cousin Bibiana from continuing her work as a broadcaster. So, Bibiana was known for her determination to spend her life criticizing people in government positions. So, after arriving in Manila, Christine easily found Bibiana's address. So, when she discovered that the gate and back door of the house were open, she went inside, and because of exhausted from her long journey, she headed straight to the bathroom of one of the rooms and took a shower. And to her great embarrassment, she later found out that it was not Bibiana house but the house of Kenneth. So Kenneth is the Bibiana's boss. And because of this, Christine and Kenneth are often argue. And Christine blamed Kenneth for not stopping Bibiana from criticizing government officials despite the death threats she received. And eventually, Christine decided to set aside her personal dislike of Kenneth and talk to him about the danger surrounding Bibiana. And when Christine returned home one day, someone suddenly grabbed her by the neck, and fortunately, she encouraged to fight back and realized that she was not the real target of the killer, and the killer was actually after Bibiana because of her outspoken and meddlesome nature regarding government issues. Unfortunately, Kenneth arrived during the incident, so Christine immediately confronted him, saying, "Maybe you are only using Bibiana for your own benefit because she attracts many listeners and helps keep your radio station's ratings high." So she pleaded with him to stop Bibiana, but Kenneth admit that he could not control her because this was truly what Bibiana wanted to do. And because of what happened, Christine and Kenneth decided to go on a vacation while the killer is everywhere. So Bibiana did not join them because she had unfinished matters to attend and wanted to avoid drawing suspicious. So they traveled to Kenneth's grandparents' house, so where they gradually develop feelings for each other. And because Kenneth's grandparents assumed they were a couple, and Kenneth's grandparents told them about A tree where couples carved their names, believing that doing so would keep them together forever. So they also shared the true story behind the tree. And several days passed, Bibiana still had not joined them, and Christine became worried and called her cousin, and Bibiana explained that she still had important work to finish, while Christine urged her to come as soon as possible. And a week later, Christine and Kenneth decided to return after hearing a news report that Bibiana had filed a complaint with the police and had identified several people who might have threatened her life. So the names were already included in secret files held by powerful individuals. So Christine became anxious because of her cousin's action, but later felt reassured knowing that Bibiana had placed her trust in a law enforcement officers who would not betray their principles. So Christine was also deeply grateful to Kenneth for helping both her and Bibiana. So she admitted that she had fallen in love with him, and Kenneth felt the same way about her. And eventually, the person who attacked Christine was caught, and it was revealed that one of those behind the attack was a politician whom Bibiana had criticized on her radio program. So despite everything, Bibiana continued her work because it was what she truly wanted to do, and no one could stop her. So in the end, Kenneth and Christine became a couple and expressed their commitment to one another with the words, "Till death do us part." And the key characters of this story are Christine Figueroa, the main character who travels to Manila to protect her cousin and convince her to stop her dangerous work. Next is Bibiana, Christine's cousin, a braver radio broadcaster who criticized government officials despite receiving death threats. Next is Kenneth. Kenneth is a Bibiana's boss who helps protect Christine and Bibiana and eventually becomes Christine's boyfriend. And the central conflict of the story is when Bibiana's decision to continue criticizing government officials despite receiving death threats, which puts her life and the people around her in danger. And Christine struggles to protect her cousin and convince her to stop, while Bibiana remained determined to continue her work as a broadcaster. Next, the story's major themes are courage, love, and standing up for one's beliefs. So, Bibiana shows bravery by continuing her work despite death threats, while Christine and Kenneth's relationship grows through difficult situations. So, the three where couples carved their names symbolize lasting love, while the threats against Bibiana represent the dangers of speaking the truth. So the story uses foreshadowing, conflict, and suspense to build tension and hint at future danger. So it also reflects the importance of freedom of speech and press, showing the risk journalists faced when exposing corruption and depending what they believe. The story Next, the story teaches that standing up for truth requires courage, even when it comes with serious risk. So it also shows the importance of protecting those who speak out against injustice, especially in media and journalism. Personally, it reminds me and also the readers to value freedom of expression and to think about the consequences of silence in the face of wrongdoing. And in today's society, so where issues like corruption and misinformation still exist, so the story remains relevant as it highlights the power and danger of speaking the truth. So its impact lies in encouraging readers to appreciate brave individuals like journalists who risk their lives to inform the public and bring awareness to social issues. Again, this story is all about the book entitled Till Death Do Us Part by Anna Chavez. And that's for all. Thank you for watching.